Now then, people, how are we all? Welcome back to another episode of English Countryside Days. Now, at the end of the last episode of English Countryside Days, I tried to cover this with the 20mm pea gravel, and I'd run out. I'd underestimated massively. Yeah, it was one of those things. So what I've done, the start of a new week, I've been and bought some more, and hopefully that will do it. We also had an idea about the roof, and I'm going to go and stand in this polytunnel because I think it might be a little bit better for the mic and you don't hear the wind. So what we thought was of putting like a conservatory roof kind of thing on the top, you know, the polycarbonate, and add a roof. So that way we were thinking of actually putting a table under there, like a picnic table. And but we're trying to do this as cheap as we can, not to be tight, but we want to see how initiative we can be, and you know, just try and also keep it very rustic, very rural, keep it in tradition with what it is. Now, the other side of that wall, I have a few old buildings, and some of them old buildings have tin roof, tin corrugated iron, corrugated sheets. So what I'm going to do when I'm ready, when I've put all this on, I'm going to go and try and get some and bring them round, and then put it on the top of there and make it into a rustic seating area. We're going to leave that there. I think we might clear the bricks up a bit, get rid of some of the moss and the dirt and all that, but that is the plan. So hopefully I can do it. Right, folks, I will crack on with this, putting that down, and we'll go from there. So folks, here's some of the steels I've got. I don't think I've got enough at the moment, but I'll get some more. And what I'm going to do, I'm trying to do this without buying any materials. I've got bits of wood, I've got these sheets of steel, tin, whatever they are, to put on. I'm going to fix that old gate post, fence post up there, and then I'm just going to try and make it. I'm going to use all these little bits. I'm thinking about putting old doors there. We'll just see, but yeah, it's just that kind of thing now. So some of my kit, bits of wood, and let's go for it. Okay, this is how it's going. I know it's not the best of looking things, right? And that is not what I don't want it to look brand new. I don't want it to look super good. I'm not aiming for that. What I'm aiming for is to make it look like it's been there for years and years and it fits in. We were thinking of the polycarbonate thing, but no, this is about trying to do this for the least amount of money as possible, and all we want is a little area to just come and sit out of the sun. So yeah, it is what it is. This is just part of a bit of fun doing this kind of thing. I've put this across to give it a bit more strength. There's probably people sitting at home watching and finding fault. Fair play to you. But this is just a bit of fun and seeing what we can do with practically nothing, buying nothing. That piece of timber there was left over. That piece of timber there that I've put up for support, it was what was in Mrs. Moore's garden. I've bought the bolts, the self-tapping, what they're called, easy drive hex washer head self drill with screws. I bought them, but everything else I'm trying to do with like leftovers from doing other stuff. So crack on. Okay, so I've put another sheet up. That was a full length one, and I just cut a bit of the end off. I'm using my where is it? Oh, I'm using that to cut the panels to. Oh, my body's at it. So there's some gaps and stuff, but what I need to do, and I think I need to get some longer screws as well, and it's all bent out of shape. But like I said, it's excuse me, I've got a burp. I've just had some sparkling water. But it's more about keeping the shade off us. So tomorrow I've got to go and cut. I've got one panel there. I'll put that one on here and cut a little bit to size so it fits. And then I'll go and try and cut 2 more or 3 more panels, sheeting off, and I'll put them up. But it's now starting to rain here on this Good Friday. And my wife, as she has got a sausage mash, and I don't know whether it's beans or peas or whatever, might be a bit of veg, and so I'm going in for that because I am starving. And there's the clouds. Bit of an horrible day today. Oh no, I'll show you all at the end of the video. I'll have a little walk round and show you how far the plants have got. Good morning, people. This is the Saturday of Easter. Gingy's boyfriend's here, and he's just helped me put a gate up at the front of this house. Now, I'm going to crack on trying to do that. I was going to say fence, but it's. I'm going to try and crack on and fit that tin roof up there. In the meantime, Gingy's fella is going to career seal the shed. He wants to help, so this is it before. Yeah, it's a lovely blustery morning here in the East Midlands, so yeah, he's going to crack on with that. I'm going to crack on with that, and while I'm doing that he can help me, and we'll go from there. Wish us luck, folks. Just a little update on how we're getting on. Gingy's fella has done a wonderful job on the shed. Look at that, looks like a brand new shed. And he's also career sealed the door frame. Not the frame, the door. He's done the door. And then he came over here and did that as well. So he's certainly got stuck in. But there you go. Back to the shed, or the lean-to. Yeah, it's coming on. I'm quite happy with it. Using old bits of corrugated tin, I'm happy with that. So fix that second sheet down, and then put the last one on, and everybody's happy. Okay, people, this is the outro of what we've been doing today. I do apologise that there hasn't been as much action as I would have liked to have been, but that's just the way it is at the moment. So anyway, I'll show you what we've done today, and then I'm going to walk you around the garden to see how we've got on. You may think that I look like a beetroot. We're not growing beetroot. My head is a little bit red, but there you go. That's the weather we've got during this Easter weekend. So I have finished 90% off of this little lean-to. We have decided to call it the air raid shelter. We like to give little areas names so that when we're talking about things we know what area, because we've got poly 1, we've got poly 2, we've got, there's poly 1, here's poly 2, and that's the woodland walk. So what we've decided to do is call this the air raid shelter, because it's made of tin, corrugated tin, and yeah, we've just decided to call that. I wanted to call it Tenko, the Tenko hut, because we watched Tenko about 18 months ago, 2 years ago, and we watched all the episodes in about 3 days, because we like Tenko. Quality viewing when the BBC was good. So let me show you what we've done. So I've got the roof on. Now, it's not finished and it's not perfect, right? I understand that. We've put the tin roof on. We've put the side on to stop the wind whistling through. Because the idea is that me and Junie Baby, we're going to get a second-hand picnic table and place it here. Yeah, so what we can do is when it's sunny, we can come and retreat and get a bit of shade or have a cup of tea and just enjoy looking out at Mrs. Moore's garden. Yeah, this is the idea, so that we can come here and have a cup of tea and a biscuit or a packet of crisps and just chill out for a bit and then go again. What I've done is I've got some more tin. I was going to put doors, old doors we've got here, but June says no, let's get some, yes, let's use the tin and get it all, you know, air raid shelter, and that's where we've got it from. Or we could have called it the Cool Luke. What is Cool Luke with his egg eating? He was in a film, Steve McQueen, where he ate a load of eggs and they just kept putting him in the cooler. But no, we're going to go with the air raid shelter. I will eventually... Well, the idea is that I might actually put some more corrugated tin over this so that it separates it from, you know, just got a bit more cover. But I don't know, to be fair, because when you actually look back in the day, or even now, the old style farmers will never throw anything away. They will always try and use something, and that's what we've done here. We have tried to use old materials and do this for the least amount of money as possible. We've got a few holes here. I will try to rectify them and get it all sorted and whatever, do that there. But no, this is it. This is what we've made, and it keeps in fitting with the other bit. We're going to call this the plant room, or we don't know. If I tell you what, people, if you can think of something good to call this area, put your comments down below and we will consider it. Gingy's fella did the shed. That looks good. We're quite happy with that. That's good, yeah. But let me show you what we've what else. Well, Junie Baby's done the planting, and one of the cucumbers has gone. It's no longer with us. It's died. Unfortunately, it didn't make it. We've got some carrots growing here, which we're really happy about, because we didn't know whether this would work or not, but the carrots are trying, and this is a learning thing for us. We're not sure if we're doing this right or not. It's just one of those things. I've said this before in other videos. There you go. We've got some, the lettuces are looking like they're happy. They seem to be growing. Alan Titmarsh has got a channel out, and he said that if you're growing lettuces, let the ground or let the area where you've got them growing dry out before you water them, because you don't want to overwater them. We've got the spring onions, they seem to be going. We've got some more carrots coming up here. We've got little ball carrots, not sure what they are. The pepper, that seems to be doing well, we're happy with. The radishes are doing well, yeah. Them kind of radishes you see in Morrison's, the different coloured ones. We've got another cucumber to replace the cucumber that has died. We've got some tomatoes that are coming along very nicely, yeah. We've bought some more tomatoes because we like tomatoes. I've showed you the carrots, the cucumber. This is the hedge, the rose bush that Elaine trimmed down last week, and it does seem to be doing a lot better now. Now it's been had a haircut and stuff, we're doing well. Junie baby trimmed this rose down as well, so hopefully that'll come. She's tried to take on board what Elaine said, and it's just one of them things, we're going for it. Last week there was blossom on this tree and it's gone now, so you know. We've got different varieties of beans here. We've bought some more, we've just planted them today. June's planted them today. We've bought some peas as well. We bought some of the peas last week, and then we bought some more from Heather Nursery. Well, let's see how they get on. These are the beans that Elaine brought to us when she was last up, so they've been planted and hopefully they'll come along, and there's some more beans or something there that aren't. But we've actually used some like slug pellets, not slug pellets, but can you see them? Can you see those little bits there? Yeah, we've used them. Apparently the dog likes them. We came round, we let the dog in the garden the other day. He got his head under the net and he was eating the beet. Just unbelievable. Unbelievable. These are what we planted last week to try and give a bit of colour. These are, I don't know what they are. I don't know. It's one of them things where I'm going to have to learn. That is rhubarb. We've trimmed that right down, and hopefully that will come back to life. We moved some other rhubarb to over here. Oh! Oh! Well, this, when we came round last night, these weren't here, but now all of a sudden these have come out. See, this is the great thing about gardening. This is something that I'm learning and realising what's happening, is that you can go to bed, you can leave the garden in the morning, and then the next day you come back and these things happening. There you go. This rhubarb is looking good. It looks like it's carrying on growing, which is all good by us. We're working in through the walk, the woodland walk. We've watered these the other day, and these seem to be coming back as well. Now, somebody mentioned about us thinking that weeds wouldn't come back if we just left it. If we completely understand that weeds will come back, and we look. I mean, there's one there. Look, he wasn't there last night. Yeah, we've had a bit of a weeding session, and we picked a lot up, but they're going to come back. We completely understand, right, that just because you clear this and you chuck chippings down, we know that they're going to come back. So yeah, although we're novices, we're not completely stupid. Yeah, we understand this is, when you've got a garden, just because you do something, that's it. Somebody also put a comment about, why didn't you put membrane down? We absolutely hate membrane. In our garden, before we acquired this, the people who owned it actually put membrane down all over the place, and it was a nightmare. It didn't do anything. What happened were, we got trees that shed. We had trees like that. We got yew trees in the garden, and all the pines and everything. Look at that, look, growing. Life. We had yew trees, and all the stuff that fell off the yew tree and all the other stuff and the leaves in that just sat on top of the membrane, and it just attracted weeds. So there's no point in wasting money and spending money on membrane when it's just going to keep coming back. The weeds, it doesn't do the job, yeah? So we'd rather just weed it and do everything as we go along. But that's about it, folks. Oh, hold on. I've got to take you in here. Right, we trimmed this vine up and it's absolutely took over. It's growing, it's gaining life and everything. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that plant pot off, and then I'm going to build a little a wooden box to go around it, so hopefully it will carry on growing. The potatoes, we've got life, we've got spuds, we've got a couple in here growing as well, so we're happy. And we have got not tomatoes, we have got strawberries coming. It is absolutely brilliant, this gardening thing. When I went to Mrs. Moore's funeral and her niece got up and spoke about Mrs. Moore teaching her daughter and other family members that the love of growing your own food and tasting it and watching it develop and learning from your mistakes, which is what me and June are doing at this moment. We are learning from our mistakes. Some of the lettuces have gone, we've died, we've had to pull them out and throw them, yeah? But the fact that you're learning how to do this, and we're not going to be self-sufficient, we're not going to be the good life or anything like that, when I said in another video, but the fact that we're in the mid-50s and this is something new to us, and hopefully we can learn how to grow salad and vegetables and fruit and enjoy the flavours and be organic, and and that's how it should be. So hopefully people will join us doing this and enjoy it and enjoy the video of what we're doing, and I want you people out there to say, oh, you've done that wrong, Dave, you should have done this, or this is a tip, why don't you do this? And that's what it's about. So yeah, it's just good stuff. And yeah, but anyway, there probably won't be a English Countryside Days, Mrs. Moore's Garden, the Regrowth next week, because we've got other things on and we're hoping to get away. So it'll be probably a fortnight away. But yeah, thank you for watching this. I really do appreciate it. If you would hit the like and the subscribe button and spread the word of this channel, I would really appreciate it. Like I've said before, I don't want it to be as big as my other channel. To be fair, that other channel became a bit of a pain, but it is what it is, and we'll go from there. So yeah, I'll get you all later. Bye.